war in West Asia has crossed a dangerous threshold with a drone strike hitting the British airbase at RAF Akrotiri and damage reported at a French naval facility in Abu Dhabi. Two NATO powers have now felt the conflict's reach as Iran expands missile and drone attacks across the region.
Well, we don't know the full details of this particular drone incident on Cyprus or the timings of it either. So I don't want to speculate specifically on that one. What I would say is we're already seeing our partners in the Gulf and locations where we have large numbers of British citizens and holidaymakers, tourists who are in the region, and they are facing now. Over the weekend, they've seen Iranians, we've seen hundreds of ballistic missiles and thousands of drones fired from Iran on those countries. And that's why this is significant.
Britain has strengthened its military posture in the Gulf, placing assets on high readiness as strikes widen beyond military targets. London agreed to a limited US request to use British bases for defensive operations aimed at intercepting missiles threatening Gulf partners and British nationals.
The concern now, of course, is that this regime is lashing out. It's lashing out in an increasingly indiscriminate and widespread way. And people will be really concerned that it's not just military targets, but civilian airports like Kuwait, hotels in Dubai and Bahrain are being hit. And so that's why we've strengthened the UK defences in the region.
In Berlin, Chancellor Friedrich Merz acknowledged the risks of escalation, but made clear that Germany shares the strategic goals of Washington and Israel. Europe, he signaled, will not distance itself from its allies, despite legal and diplomatic complexities.
Condemning Iran's violations of the law and even imposing extensive packages of sanctions have had little effect over the years and decades. This is also because we were not prepared to enforce fundamental interests with military force if necessary. Therefore, now is not the time to lecture our partners and allies. Despite all our doubts, we share many of their goals without being able to actually achieve them ourselves.
France confirmed a hangar at its naval base in the Emirates was struck, prompting a reinforced defensive posture. Paris says it stands ready to support regional partners under collective self-defense principles while also urging urgent de-escalation and diplomacy.
Yesterday, a hangar at our naval base in the Emirates was hit in a drone attack that targeted the port of Abu Dhabi, fortunately causing only limited material damage. France expresses its full support and complete solidarity. It stands ready, in accordance with the agreements binding it to its partners and the principles of collective self-defense provided for under international law, to participate in their defense.
Meanwhile, global powers are taking sides. Russia and China have condemned the strikes on Iran as violations of international law and called for an immediate end to military action, emphasizing diplomacy over escalation, while North Korea denounced U.S. and Israeli operations as unlawful aggression. The alignment is hardening. The US, UK, France and Germany coordinate defensive measures as Iran receives diplomatic backing from Russia, China and North Korea. Article 5 has not been invoked, yet but West Asia is now testing the limits of alliance solidarity, and the next strike could redefine this conflict overnight.
في سايكلي خبر خلاص